We're going to walk to the top of this skyline, to the top of the Hilton. Now, I can't tell you about the kilometers and so on and so forth because I've been away too long. But I know that it's 1,300 feet in length, and it's almost 60 stories high. It'll take me approximately 40-45 minutes to walk. I will be wired, and I will be able to talk to the audience as usual. This morning we just loaded a 38,000 watt sound system onto the roof of the Hilton. It'll be my musical directors right now are putting all the music score together for it. There's a lot to do and little time to do it in. Sounds familiar with everybody, right? But the walk I'm going to do here, as Wayne said, this is my 50th anniversary. I have been 50 years on the wire this year. Nobody alive or deceased can say this. And I have been doing skywalks between buildings for 40 years. My first one between skyscrapers was in 1972 at the Hudson Bay Towers in Toronto. Some of you were probably there. And so I'm looking forward, next year will be my last year on the wire. I am retiring from the wire. Not retiring, just getting tired.
Now Jay, obviously you're hoping to bring out a lot of people to come and see you perform. Do you feel that the Nick Wallenda performance will result in more people coming to see you? Do you think it's going to...
I think it'll be a continuation of a blockbuster summer of what this particular region was famous for ever since 100 years ago. This is what put Niagara Falls on the map, was the wire walkers that walked. You go anywhere else in the world, they all talk about the wire walkers walking over Niagara Falls. They don't talk about the people jumping over in barrels and things. They talk about the wire walker. In China, in India, in all parts of Asia. And so, finally, everybody got together and said, look, let's change a little bit of history and bring it back again. So we've had a walk over the falls, now we're going to have a walk here. People, if they weren't able to see this, they'll be able to come back all summer long and see this.
Will this wire be different? Will those be support wires, sort of guide wires, if you will?
Yeah. This wire is a little bit bigger, about the size of your thumb, a little bit bigger than your thumb. And there will be support wires, guide wires. There'll be 35 miles of them, as a matter of fact. And the shoes that I use are very soft soled, so that you can feel the wire. And in the daytime, the wire gets very, very hot. People say, well, how hot does the wire get? Well, put your hand on the hood of your car. That's how hot it gets. And you can feel every bit of it through the shoe.